Okay, hello, hello. Ugh. Yeah, the last 2 days have been odd. This sore throat has not been helping, but I gotta work through it. Yeah, so the plan that I have for today's stream is essentially just, let's see, what do I need to do? I kind of want to smelt some sand in order to make glass for like the big tree area. Or I could also expand big tree. Be a relatively simple goal. Hi, Starberry. Also, I know how this game operates. Where is it? He always does it. There we are. Alright, so I have the fishing rods. So I did lose all my items last time. Alright, how much experience points would I need to combine these? I need 18. Ugh. It hurts. It hurts so bad. You have no clue. Okay, I'm gonna make myself like an iron sword or something of that sort. I am poor in terms of iron again, too. I mean, I guess I could make copper tools, but it's not worth it. Oh, I do not have enough sticks, because you need 2 sticks for an axe. Not what I wanted. And then I also need another piece of iron, so take this. I really should have planned this out a little bit better. I'm just gonna take all of them in my inventory. Oh yeah, you cannot press F to just put it in your other hand for some reason. I have so much of this. I may as well just make copper armor. Like, I need some sort of protection, right? It's so cheap anyway. Wow, it does not really provide that much. Probably because it's so cheap. And what's the last thing I need? I need a shovel. Or should I just wait? Alright, final decision. I will be fishing. I already have the fishing rod there. I'm just tired. I'm just so tired right now. I am so discombobulated. It's not even funny. I do not even know what time it is. Real quick, while I go over here, I'm not going to be over here too long because I did not bring any food with me. Which is a bit of a foolish maneuver, but oh well. Hi, Black Sheep. Yeah, that temple has most certainly been raided by the people already on this world. I'm going to try to make the dune look somewhat presentable, so I'm just going to kind of strip off the ends of it. I'm probably... How many stacks am I gonna need? It's probably a little bit too much. Too straight. Looks a little bit better. If I get 3 stacks, that should be enough. Okay, so the rate at which you can cook charcoal, if you use wood exclusively, you can craft an oak log, or whatever log, into 4 planks, and those 4 planks can make 4 charcoal. So if I want to make a stack of charcoal, what that would mean is that I would need 64 plus 16, or 80 total logs, which is a lot of wood, believe it or not. So I might just stick to... I think I'm just going to do half. So that means that I would need... like 8? So 38, right? Yeah, about 38. I'm also kind of waiting for the saplings to come back so I can actually replant them, but, you know, be a little bit nice to the environment. Alright, I'll just take the extra anyway, because it would be a waste not to. Okay, I got exactly what I needed. So it would take 10 charcoal, about 10 to do a stack. Is it more like 9? You could... So 9's an underestimate, whereas 10 is an overestimate. Depending if I use droppers or not, I could actually make it more efficient. But I'm not going to worry about full efficiency. This is certainly not satisfactory. It will not matter in the end. Will it now? Oh, just the exact perfect amount. Bro, I love spaghetti. I'm not really that big of a fan. The name is completely unrelated. Probably gonna have to make another furnace. What food do you like? I mean, I could... I'll say... What's one that I'd probably have pretty much every day? Probably just like a cheese pizza. I'm very... I'm not exactly picky when it comes to foods that I like, but like if you give me a cheese pizza any day, even after days that I've had a cheese pizza, now that's a good day. Mate, have you given everyone to try it? I have not. Alas, I've had the problem. I've been diagnosed with the issue called life. And things getting in the way. Here. Probably just put it. Oh wait, there's carpet there. I'm a fool. I guess I'll just put it here for now. Looks horrible. Horrible, I say, but it's fine. It will be fine. Actually, let me get my phone. Is that a game? Why is that name so familiar? Also, yeah, I can just eat the cakes to try and get rid of them. A good old prank that Boop did. I mean, look at if this is the game that you're talking about on Steam. It looks kind of reminds me of what is it, Trailmakers, a little bit. The amount of information overload is just insane. So much to think about, so much to do, as always. I'm gonna have to move the sugar cane because I feel like it's kind of not a good spot to have all the sugar cane on the coast, especially if I'm gonna make like a glass bridge. Oh, there's the fish. What would you rate your bowling and pool skills? I... It's always difficult to kind of rate those things because the last time I played them, I thought I did a good job, but like it's been 1 or 2 years since I've played it, so I would say I am decent at them, but realistically, I could be horrible. I could have lost everything. The skills could have deteriorated. Happens with age. So what an interesting question. Why do you have pool and bowling on the mind? So let me move this. I know the noise suppression on TikTok's pretty bad. You might be able to hear the fan that's right next to me. I damn wish I could join you. It's okay, Ocean. I'm amazed that I'm even streaming right now. Streamer said damn. Dam's not necessarily a bad word. How am I supposed to refer to beaver dams? Saturday I played pool and went bowling. Oh, nice. That's why I was on your mind. Okay. You wanna know what I did on Saturday? I stayed inside and I watched a movie. It was a good day. Ones at both. And you what? I watched a movie. That's what I did for Saturday. I also did a lot of work, but the movie was pretty good. What movie did I watch? Let's see, what was it? It's not Ghost in the Shell, because that's the movie that I need to watch somewhat soon. I might have been the... What was it? Oh god. You hit me with the domain expansion of forget what you did. What was it? I went to the movie theater. What movie was it? Oh, it might have been Good Boy. Or maybe it was Demon Slayer. Was Anakin? Can't remember. True. Hold on, let me just check the... Because I go to the movie theater on my phone, so let me just see what it was. Because you usually say... Avoid saying the word. I guess so. The word you're looking for, Ocean, is inconsistency. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Good Boy. I know you don't say it. Starting to believe clone theory. I could say it because you usually avoid saying damn. It's been a while though. Right now I'm watching Teen Wolf. I have never heard of that before. Not in my entire life. Does it star an adolescent wolf? Perhaps a fox? I like how Ocean is like trying to say words like I'm a AI learning, like a deep learning algorithm or something. Just trying to test the words that'll work in the water. Are you gonna say the word today? I'm not gonna say the word today. I'm gonna bite my tongue on that. Are you good at fishing in real life? I caught a fish once. One singular time. In all honesty, I like fishing in video games because in real life, fishing can be kind of miserable. Whereas in game, you can do it from the comfort of your home. In real life, you gotta be on a boat, and then people, like, try to knock over the boat. So I'd say no. I'm probably not good at fishing in real life. In my 21 years, I haven't caught anything. Well, unlucky. Perhaps in the next 2 decades, you will catch a thing. I'm saying it so much like a 12-year-old who just got permission to say cuss words. Well, sometimes what happens when you're speaking is you just get stuck in, like, this rotation of just saying the words over and over again. Like, one of my friends has instilled into me saying the words, "That's crazy." True. So true. True. So true. So true, honestly. You know what that is? That's true. Okay, so... Oh, wonder what other words there are? True. You just keep testing and find it out eventually. The glass of disappointment and despair. Of sadness and regret. My office asked me to stop doing my flamingo impression. That's when I had to put my head down. Or my foot down? Why'd I say head? Mini crash out moment? Yes, my crashing out is me sighing. Laugh out loud. Hey, would you look at that? It's not correctly centered. Well, let me see. Yep, it's a 3x3. That it certainly is. That's the hardest I've seen streamer rage. You've seen nothing yet. What's up? Nothing much, Hunter. What's going on with you? Why is now apparently the good time for... Do none of you sleep, or are you just Europeans? Because, like, most of my audience that I've gotten is from North America, and I know for a fact that most of you should be asleep by now. Oh, that's my job as a bank teller. Girl asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over. Haha, get it? Because balance. It's barely 12. No, I just got off work. I work second shift. Okay. Found you by your path of pain, short trying to sleep and couldn't stop thinking about it. Hi. Hi, Gimmick. I made that short like a year ago. Hello. Hey, Sidra. Very cool, Reckless. I'm not even gonna read what you said, but I hope you're talking about something else. Give a bad wisdom. What's a great bad wisdom I could give right now? Always assume, never confirm. And as to answer the coast question, I'm in the best coast. I'm not gonna elaborate any further. Clipped a car and a deer that hit a bird in less than 20 minutes. Exactly what you were thinking. I'm doing it. Oh, so you're putting like your change on your phone? That's kind of you might scratch the phone there. I'm not peeing. Haha, get it because you're a peon or you're a peon. I'm so funny. True. A lot of puns today. Been a long night. I can tell. Wait, you sound exactly like Technoblade. Believe it or not, sometimes people who probably have the same like ancestry and may have even lived in the same country might sound similar to each other. I can afford 4,341 bad wisdoms, and that's a good deal. In fact, if you if you pay for another bad wisdom, I'll just give that one to you. That'll be the bad wisdom. That's not the first time streamers have been told that. Yes, I know. Luckily, I didn't want anything for damages, so that's okay. I guess fair enough. I mean, if it's late at night and somebody dents my car, I'm just gonna be like, just let me leave this place, please. I want to be free. Should I just make bread? Thank you for the follow, XXTTV Sweaty. I am an old man. It was one of my coworkers and it did more damage to my car. Oh. I'd still not be happy about it. Matt. I guess we're sending chat messages that rhyme with cat now. Streamer, are you European? I'm not peeing. I stole that joke from somebody. I wonder who. So thank you for the follow, Hunter. Starberry, wait! Okay, hold on. I gotta get Starberry back. What are you doing? Get back in the hut. Fat chat. I was swearing like a sailor when it happened. Imagine like the cognitive dissonance where you're just trying to get off work. You hit the car and then you're just like... Well, at least you had a way to express your anger a little bit. Wait, there's a Starberry sheep? Yes, this is the Starberry sheep. Alright, glass. I'm very happy nobody's commented that I'm wearing copper armor. I'm very happy about that, honestly. Okay, I need the food. It's not gonna matter. Then I hit a deer pulling out of the parking lot. Do you think that deer was like a CIA agent? Just there to annoy you, make it even more worse. Purposely leaps in front of the car just to add. Why are you wearing copper armor? Because I like the color green. Then a bird that clipped my windshield. And then a pedestrian went under my tires, but we can just call that a speed bump. It'll be our little secret. It's a joke. What's a joke? You know what? I'm gonna say this. I feel like most people are gonna agree with this. This dirt does not add to the aesthetic of the portal at all. Like, wow. I need to fix that. My car is still fully functional, just cosmetic. I would hope it's still functional. Like, how did you get home? I pushed my car. You ever see the Flintstones before? I just used my feet and moved the car. Yeah, I think I got a lot more sand than I needed to make this little pathway. It was a 40-mile drive, so I hope not. 40 miles is nothing. That's like... Okay, so 1.6. What would that be? That's like 64 kilometers, right? Dirt aesthetic. Dirt is not an aesthetic. Did I even convert that correctly? Hold on, I'm gonna pull out a calculator. Because I'm pretty sure there's 1.6 kilometers in a mile. And before there's going to be somebody that says, actually, it's like 1.609 or something like that. I'm sorry that I rounded. Forgive me. Yep. I think people are staying here for like 3 minutes for the copper cape. I guess. I mean, if you want to farm me for a cape or any Twitch drops, I genuinely do not care. Go ahead. No need to send a chat message. Just get the reward. I do it for other people. I haven't ever played the new update yet. Also, it is 1.609. Or are you saying there's 1,609 kilometers in a mile? Dang. The Europeans drive real slow. Meters in a mile. Well, yeah, I said kilometers. Kilometers. Yeah, a kilometer is 1,000 meters, so the conversion rate still makes the exact same. I'm your new subscriber. Hello, Polar new subscriber. Ocean's still saying the European peeing joke. Incredible. They're multitasking. Peru, they are industrious. Those people, them. I'm just trying to find something to do while I wait for the... For what... What does your channel name mean? Should I read messages exactly as they're sent? I know what you're saying, but... I ran cross-country. I figured out distances. Okay, how far is a decimeter? I can be super cruel. I just keep asking you random measurements that, like, nobody ever uses. So I guess that's good. I was interested in running, like, joining a running club or something of that sort, but I just never... I never found the time nor the motivation to do so. As with... You ever have those days where you're like, I want to do everything all at once? I have those days a lot. What about a nanometer? A nanometer? That's at least less than a meter. Oh, so anyways. Isn't like 0.1 of a meter? A decimeter? Yeah, it's... I'm pretty sure there are 10 decimeters in a meter. But anyways, the channel name is just a reference to an old meme that I saw. I was barely on the internet. In fact, most of my friends introduced it to me like 10 years ago. And I saw a meme that was like a guy talking about spaghetti, and it was like an old animation. And I was like, that's amusing. And I made that my name. And it's been that way ever since. Oh yeah, animes are small. True, they do be small. So true. Probably gonna wait a little bit more. Deci means 10. It's just been a minute since I've had to convert all. Wait, the 3 bears animation? Yeah. Did I just unlock a core memory for you? Where it's the 3 bears animation, and I'm pretty sure it's what's the little girl's name? Where it's like, this is too big, this is too small. And then the bear says, somebody touch my spaghetti. Goldilocks? Yeah, Goldilocks. I will say listening to Playboy Cardi while fishing is a weird experience. Yep, sophomore year. When was that meme popular? So, you probably had to go through COVID lockdowns, right? When you were in high school? OMG, Amy. Yes, the lore that you're making, Ocean. It's all coming together. Also, hot political take, but I really think that the US should convert to the metric system. Do you know how annoying it is when I have to talk to my friends and they talk about, like, how many miles something is away? Just, please. Unironically, I have not heard a single person advocate for keeping the imperial system besides being stubborn. They tried, it was too expensive to. Wait, you could just make it a gradual increase. You just have to gradually do it over time. You have to do it in, like, phases. And I guess, so, when I looked into it, I'm pretty sure the US does have legislation that you have to have measurements in both metric and imperial. But I would advocate that it should be a little bit more. But then again, I'm a guy who's streaming Minecraft at, like, pretty late at night for most of you, so take my opinions with a grain of salt. I would hope you would. Yeah, COVID happened during my junior year. Unlucky. Let's see. So I've talked to some people about this. Did you enjoy the online classes, or was it just suffering? Americans are stubborn, although in middle school and high school science you end up learning it. What? Yeah. I love how people will say, like, Americans are stubborn. Have you met anyone else in any other country? And there's also this mentality that I've seen where people will idealize other countries and their people and be like, those are idyllic, and those people have very little flaws as opposed to our country, but good, you're so wrong. We're just louder about it, I guess. Nope, almost failed my physics class because of him. Makes sense. Yeah, I've also heard that a lot of people, I feel like I think Gen Z is probably in, like, college now, right? They're probably a lot less social than any other generation, even people who are a few years older than them, just because they missed a lot of prime socializing time, right? I'm not talking about, like, internet socializing, that does not count. I'm talking about in person. This is my social time. Lol. My social time is sending texts on the internet, so somebody reads them and interacts. True, that's me too. You want to know why? Let me tell you my social interaction. It tries talking with a person, just unwilling to cooperate. Well, I guess we'll just not talk for a little bit. That's true. But it's also kind of a negative mindset to get into. Is that if you always constantly blame other people for not socializing or not talking, well then, what if the problem's me? is what I always kind of think about. Although I'm more social than my older sister. In the past week, I've talked to my coworkers and my parents. That's it. That's a creeper. Hello. I need to keep mind on that. Because that could end really bad. So what's my least favorite food? Depending on what it's put on, pickles. Pickles by themselves I like, but I am a person, I do not like pickles on burgers. Because I do not know what it is. Like, 90% of the time when I have pickles on burgers, they're like the most disgusting pickles ever put. Sorry for the late responses. Path of Pain is kicking my butt right now. It's perfectly fine. Take all the time you need. Yeah, dealing with people in person is rough sometimes. It's very easy to tell. Maybe it's not super easy for other people, but I can tell people who, like, are used to talking with others. Or... Because I think what makes it so difficult is, like... When you do something you've never done before, there's always this weird feeling in your head where it's, like, uncomfortable. Or, like, you're just not sure what to do with yourself. And as you do it more, you get, like, used to the feeling. But it feels like dealing with people is one of those skills where you can get really good at it, and then if you stop doing it for a few weeks or like a month, then it goes right back down to the start. It is truly just a Sisyphus moment of rolling a rock up a hill. I always heard downloadable mods for life-like tweaks. It's called Being Born Rich. They're talking about anxiety and nervousness. Well, I would say more generally say it's a nervousness, because you can be nervous for talking with new people and not necessarily being anxious about it. I do not think. Or at least I think. I just don't like dealing with them. I like my peace. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you and be like, you know what you should do? I command you to go to at least 7 different parties today. And if you've not made at least 5 different friends by the end of this week, then you fail. You have failed the social interaction test. Oh well, you like being by yourself. Good for you. I hope that you find, and that you keep finding it enjoyable, because it's very difficult to find peace in this world, I'll tell you that much. I've never been to a party. I think it's a fear of getting judged. I'm gonna tell you a secret. A real big secret when it comes to social interaction. People probably have that same feeling as well. And also, one of the weirdest feelings that I thought about is that you can never truly know how another person views you, or specifically people who do not know you well view you. Because you might think that you're seen a certain way, but they could view you in a complete opposite way. Where, like, maybe your mind, you make yourself very negative, and that people view you weirdly. But whereas maybe they might see you as positive. It's just weird. All I'm just saying is that we were put into a very odd place. Weird. Odd world we live in. So many questions, yet so little answers. Ugh. You see, the problem with me streaming this late is I get too philosophical. I just start talking about random things. Yeah, they probably won't care what we're insecure about or insecure of, yeah. Streamer ponderer. Well, I would say yes generally most of the time, unless you like wear your insecurity on your sleeve, then they're very obviously gonna tell. Because I think people are actually a lot smarter at like reading people and reading things about them without realizing it. Okay, do I have anything for fishing? That's what I'm looking at this for. God, these books that I have, what in the world are they? I guess a random side tangent as well. I have... Oh, that's a sore throat speaking. I have been to a few parties before, and in fact, I've even gone to, like, nightclubs before, but I did not go of my own volition. I have cousins who really like doing that sort of thing, and when they heard that I had never done that before, they took me. Horrible. Drink honey, streamer? How am I supposed to drink that one, like, internet browser thing that makes it so you get coupons and then it scams you? That's impossible. Also, I'll drink drugs after this stream. I'll, like, take some sort of cough medicine. It'll fix it. It'll fix me right up. Alright, new objective while I wait for the tree to go. I'm gonna cut down some oak trees, because I need to expand big tree. Shermer, you know what I mean, and I clearly mean the internet browser that's very popular, and many people know. As I am a knower. I mean the thing that programmers make, streamer, Rage baiting comes so easy. Also, I need to start making a counter of people that come into my stream and just say, sounds like Technoblade. It's happened way too much. I genuinely think that it is because I'm playing Minecraft. If I was not playing Minecraft, none of you would say a thing. I guarantee it. But because it's Minecraft, of course. The connection be so obvious. Is this the right tree? It's not the right tree. Why are you not the right tree? Can you try to do an impression of Technoblade? From what I remember of Technoblade's voice, I think he's a little bit more nasally than me. If I remember correctly, well, at least in some of the videos. Anyways, I'm gonna... Okay, enjoy your rest, Hunter. Bye-bye. Hopefully you're not gonna hit anything else on your way from work. Maybe you're gonna hit the bed. Just say Technoblade never dies. I wonder if YouTube still has that, where if you look up Technoblade, it says Technoblade never dies. That'd be kind of nice if they did. I hear it. Ocean, I'm telling you all this right now, I am not becoming a Minecraft creator. I play Minecraft for tiny little bits of time because I find it funny. But when it's over, it's over. Bro, what is your Discord ID? I have a Discord server. It's very active. You know what the most active thing that I do on it is? I say this every single time, by the way, somebody asks for it, is Wordle. Yes, Wordle. How did you know, Ocean? It's almost like you've been here a little bit. That's crazy. Alright, time to expand Big Tree again. Hashtag streamer keep sleeping. Or get sleep. So what's the problem, Jade? Is I put in my head that I was gonna say keep streaming, but I just said get sleep. I got a problem, Jade. Also, how are you doing, Jade? Also, why are you not asleep? Dude, I don't know how I got that one word like 2 days ago. What was it again? Also, Polar, if you actually do genuinely want to know what the Discord is, you just gotta send another message. I'm not gonna share the Discord link unless you specifically ask for it. That's exactly why you should get sleep. I literally just got home from LA. Oh, so you got... So you came home from literal hell. Cool. At least you're safe. Hopefully you did not have to drive. It was on fire, and then also flooding. Streamer constipated? No. Streamer concerned why you even asked that question. I did drive home. I drove through a literal flood. Before I go over, I'm going to take glass. Got any more glass for me? You do. Anyway. Alright, if you just got home, you should probably genuinely go to sleep, Jade. Also, I'm only planning to do a short stream today. So, I'm only going to be streaming for, like, maybe 20 more minutes. I just streamed today because, you know, progress is progress. No matter how small it is. Oh, a short stream at 3 a.m. What's 3 a.m. for you? Go to sleep, Jade. Do not worry, I will not be streaming too much longer. It's actually just midnight here. I should probably finish the last bit of homework I have so I can sleep. Okay. Yes, Ocean, you should do that. You will not be missing as anymore. As long as you're streaming I'm Awake. Well, I guess you're going to be awake for about 10 more minutes. I'm scared I'm going to fall asleep while reading, though. Do you have any tips to avoid falling asleep while reading? I guess play, like, music that can kind of amp you up. Or if you want to really stay awake, I guess you could take, like, a cold shower. But, like, how quickly or how long is a reading going to take? Yeah, I could just stream tomorrow. Nobody would be that upset, LeMayo. We would have probably been asleep. Yeah, nobody would have known. You see, the problem that I have is I try not to win things by technicality or by cheating. I just want to keep the streak legitimately. I'm the only TikTok chatter? True, you are. A lot of streams are like that, Jade. Guess what I'm missing? I'm missing dirt. Well, you know what that means. It's just a chapter, but I've fallen asleep multiple times during one chapter. I had to rewind like 3 times. Yay. I'm here. That you are, Pro Snake. Hi. Why do I not have... Did I put my shrivels away? I fall asleep to ultra kill music, there's nothing that will amp me up. It's scary. Ocean, start listening to Death Grips. I specifically recommend a song called Steroids. It's like 40 minutes long. If you're able to fall asleep to that and you've never heard Death Grips before, I would be very amused. It's got a lot of swearing and such in it, but it's a very intense song. Listen, thank you, Speedster Blue, for the follow. Probably closely related to Speedster Purple, maybe even yellow. I'm so blue. True, you have the Sonic gene. I could probably fall asleep to fentanyl. I'll be honest, I could fall asleep to, like, Cannibal Corpse. Or, like, I could fall asleep to any music. Let me guess, Twitch and YouTube. I read all the chats. I'm not gonna ignore any of you. Maybe TikTok a little. Look at what happens when you stream late, you attract Sonic. Is that meant to be an insult? I actually like Sonic. Although, I will be honest, Sonic's franchise of games is very odd. OMG, wait, we see the other chats, yeah? Yep. Well, you can see Twitch specifically, but not YouTube. TikTok is the neglected child. True. Malnourished. There's one person speaking, and they're speaking specifically on YouTube. So still got the ladders, so get rid of the fish. Streamer, we're neglected. True, you are. Talk to Child Protective Services or something. I wonder who that is. Please. YouTube is the middle child. If I'm honest, I think Twitch is more accurately the middle child. Because YouTube is probably the it kind of switches. YouTube can be the most active some days, but Twitch is literally just a barren wasteland with nobody in it. I have a whole multiverse of streamers and their titles for you. I remember that. No, Twitch has rewards. Twitch does have rewards, but nobody's on there, so there's nobody getting the rewards. YouTube got nothing? True. Okay, can I get another sapling? Please. Please. No. I cannot. Lies. Yep, here we go. Do a spin. Proof, watch this. Whoa. Imagine you landed on the glass, then then the drowned would have a very cinematic view to my death. Give a bad wisdom. I've given that wisdom before. I need to come up with something original. The best way to maintain an audience, to make it so people listen to you, is to talk about very interesting things that people adore, like integral calculus, antiderivatives, integrands, maximum and minimums, absolute value, integer, float. What do PE teachers even talk about? Probably sports. I mean, because I'm so often like drugs. Drugs. Why is that the first thing that you responded with? That's a time for the mental breakdown pop-up to happen. I love that alert. If that gets taken from me, I will be so sad. You have no clue. Why shouldn't it be the first thing I play with? I do not know. I have no response for you. You know what? You're right. It should be the first thing to respond with. Sorry, anytime I'm talking about my coach, he was talking about the most random thing on Earth. Oh, wait. Can you add gambling to Twitch chat? Are you talking about like the polls? I probably could. Can I have a kiss before bed? I can give you encouraging words, but I'm not giving you a kiss. No. It would bring viewers on. That's a good point. Oh, that's nice of Jade. Aw, man, no kiss. Yes, no kiss. I wish you well, Speedster. Enjoy the rest of your night. Hopefully you get some good rest. Sent a shiny 100 whoopsies on this. Better be a good wisdom. What's the best wisdom I could give? Gambling eventually pays off. You just gotta keep gambling. Let me check. I'm gonna check Twitch right now. What if I'm a princess who's been turned into a frog? That's a bad wisdom? No, it's not. Let's go gambling Twitch chat. I have to... Moi. I gotta look how to set up that up, because that would be amusing to constantly make gambling. Wait, can I just do it right now? Where am I living? Aw, okay. Nope, it has to be him. I can. Oh, I can just do it right now. Cool. Question. Is gambling good? Yes. Yes. It has to be true love's kiss. You're saying true love already? Streamer kiss pro snake? No. Alright, it's gonna cost one whole whoopsie per vote. And the duration's gonna be 5 minutes. Where's the poll? You'll see it on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. It's Pro Snake. Streamerman's your new name. That's what it always has been. I refuse to. You refuse to interact with the poll? Okay. I'll give you my royal wealth. You certainly do not. I am not in need of wealth. Actually, wait, I can vote in the poll. I'll vote. Alright, Stream Pro, I must rest. When shall we meet again? During the next fortnight. I will say. Probably tomorrow. I'll be streaming at a more reasonable time tomorrow. Anyways. Enjoy the rest of your night, Jid. I wish you well. What? So 22 minutes? Okay, good night. Do I really have to refer to myself as father? Father, but not referring to me. Please give thy freedom from your cellar. No. I would really love. Please free me from this previous form. I'm referring to you. You are not referring to me, because I've said you are not. You are incorrect. So this election is rigged. It's not rigged. I'm gonna make a note to make polls more often. Father streamer man. A great way to boost interaction and boost people in your stream is clearly just to set up 17 million polls. Am I the favorite child? Do you want the truthful answer or the streamer answer? It's me. The truthful answer? No. There is no favorite child. Would you rather do option A or option A poll? W. Thank you for the follow, the shy man. I don't know why. Apparently Minecraft at like... Hello. How you doing today? Apparently Minecraft at really late at night for the US is very good, apparently. No, you know what? I will never get the 6-7 joke, and I will refuse to understand. Your vote doesn't count. I have decided. Sorry, what are you sorry for? Alright, anyway. The voices were telling me to. Well, sometimes you just gotta indulge in your voices, like the voices that are telling me right now. So I've reached my 1 hour stream limit for today. I said that today was going to be a short stream. If I stream any longer, then I'm disobeying my own commandment. That's how many frogs I'll bring if he doesn't give me a kiss. Well, I guess I get frogs for free, so it's worth it. So anyway, with that, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Hopefully you did it / will do something productive. But so long. Bye-bye. We'll never know if gamble is good. How heartbreaking. True. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.